Switching companies. When you should think about it, when it's necessary, and what is the right mental model to go about it. Let's talk about it. So, giving example from my personal experience, I personally have 3 things that I always look for. First, am I valuable to the company? Am I contributing sufficient where the company actually values my work? Or am I just another developer who is just doing small things and the company actually thinks that they can get rid of me at any point? Second point, am I treated fairly? By treating, I mean like, is the company behaving with you correctly? Your seniors are treating you right? And also if you are, it includes the salary as well, if you are compensated fairly or not. Third thing, do I have learning opportunity? Do I have growth in this company or not? Personally, if any of these 3 points are broken, then I switch companies. So far in my career, I have switched 3 companies, and I can give you an example that in all those 3 companies, there were 1 or more of these 3 because of which I had to switch. Okay, let's talk about it. For example, the first company that I joined, it was a very early startup, like 2-3 months ago it started. And then when I joined with a very low salary. Initially I joined for free, like it was 2 months or 3 months that I worked for free. Like they didn't have the budget, so they were calling it some sort of, let's say, testing period, just another term to make sure that you stick. And because as a fresher, at the time of COVID, I had 2 choices. Either I can stop working and keep on looking for work which will actually pay me, or second, I can keep on working, doesn't matter whatever is the situation. I chose the second one, and thank you that I chose the second one. But anyway, so I worked for a very low salary there and then kept on improving. Once I reached to a point where I know that my growth has been sufficient and I know more than sufficient to actually ask for a higher salary, I went to the HR, I went to my manager and asked that, okay, I have accomplished these things. Am I eligible to get a raise, and can I have a better working environment? By better working environment, I mean like, instead of doing that same thing again and again, can I actually start working on a different sort of project or on a broader scope project? I didn't receive positive response. So the rules that were broken is, obviously I am not compensated fairly the salary, and second thing, they were not willing to give me projects which are above my tier, so I didn't have growth opportunity as well, right? So because of that, I switched companies. Second company, salary average, that's fine, growth fine, but the thing that broke the list is I was not treated properly, because it was a company which was, I will say, ran in a not systematic way. Like everybody is doing what they are told, but there is no scope of expressing what you feel. So let's say somebody came and told me, this is what you need to do. Now I tell them that I think we can actually achieve the same thing through this way and it will be better. At least give me the reason that, okay, why I'm thinking is like, what I'm thinking is wrong, or the thing that I am trying to say has some flaw in it. That I never got. I never received that feedback. It was always like, do what you are told, don't think more. So I was not treated properly, and as well as this learning scope that I had, it was also not there. Salary was fine. So because of that, I needed to switch the company. The third company that I joined, they treated me fairly. The salary they initially gave fine, but eventually they refused. And the third thing, I slowly stopped having the growth opportunity. So it was not in the beginning, but towards the end it started to happen. So I entered the company with a fine salary. I spent 2 years there. Then after that, I asked my manager that, sir, I have accomplished so far this, and I, as you promised, because he also mentioned that, okay, you can ask for a raise when you have accomplished this. So I asked him that, sir, I have accomplished this as you mentioned, so what my future looks like, how should I go ahead about it? And he mentioned that at this time we didn't get sufficient project, there was not sufficient time and stuff, so that is why my growth was limited. That is why I switched the companies. So basically, to summarize all of this, I will say go to your manager, go to your HR, and honestly have a discussion about it. That, sir or madam, I need to have this particular thing in my life. I am focusing towards this, or this is my goal that I try to reach. What is the path to it? It can be your salary, it can be your post, it can be some sort of designation, whatever it is. Go and have a thorough discussion that, sir, I want to reach here in this amount of time. Don't say that, okay, I want to reach here and then that's it. Because they will say, okay, you will reach there in 5 years. That's not going to happen. You need to have this mindset that, okay, how soon you can prepare yourself. Somebody will take 5 years to reach there. Somebody will work hard and work on themselves, improve themselves and reach that same point in 2 years. So you cannot have the same mindset that, okay, I will reach there in 5 years. So go and have a discussion that, okay, sir, this is my goal. This is where I want to reach. And I have this timeline in mind. Tell me what I need to achieve. If you work hard enough, if you are consistent enough and you reach that point in that timeline, then go back and then ask that, okay, sir, I have achieved this. Please let me know how I can have what I asked for. If the company gives you that, perfectly fine. If the company it actually proves a lot of things. If the company actually values your work and is committing to the fact that it is telling you that if you want to reach this point, you need to do this stuff, and you reach there, the company gives you what it promised, that means the company is already treating you properly. The company looks at you with the vision that, okay, this employee is actually achieving things. This employee is actually, he has achieved what he promised. So the impression that you are having in the company is already good enough. So the company is treating you right. The second thing, the salary and everything part, that is also fine. Third thing that you need to decide is, once you reach to a point, whether you have further growth opportunity or not. This thing is very subjective, I feel, because I have also met engineers in my life. I have also few friends also in my circle who have this mentality that, okay, once I get to this salary or once I get to this designation, I don't really want to put in more work. That's what I want to continue for the rest of my life. I'm settled. To each their own. If you have that thinking, that's fine. That's up to your career. But if you want to become a top engineer, if you want to go to places, if you want to reach to a higher destination, if you want to move up the ladder, then you continuously need to ask your manager, your senior, your boss that I am a really driven person. I am an employee who thinks that hard work is the key to reach to the top, and I am willing to put that work. But also I need the commitment from the company side that I will get what I am asking for once I achieve those goals that you have set for me, that, okay, I need to do this, or I need to achieve this, right? So I will say that is the mental model that you need to have while switching companies. Okay, let's talk about the downside as well. Like, by downside, I mean, like, people will come and then simply blast me with the idea that you don't know about anything, salary is all. If you have this mindset is for them who are losers. If you have a higher salary, if you're earning 2 lakh 3 lakh per month, then these things doesn't matter. Okay, to each their own. If you feel that, I'm very sorry, or like credits to you for having that mentality, but to me that is different. Because what I feel is, let's say, okay, let's give you the current example of Educosys. So I'm working with Kirti, right? She and her husband Amit. So Amit Bhaiya and Kirti, I never call them with their name, so please forgive me. I always say Kirti Didi and Amit Bhaiya. So if Bhaiya and Didi, they are treating me right, which they are, they treat me exceptionally well. They are giving me really good salary for what, it's not like the top of the mark or like very high, or like even for a 6 years of experience for an engineer, it's not, I will say, the highest. But they are treating me properly, and the salary that they are giving is more than average. It's not the highest, but it's more than average. So point 2 is fine. And point 3, I have hell lot of learning opportunity here. The growth is like, the growth opportunity that I have is insane. So let me ask you this thing, like, not even asking you, this question I asked myself again and again. So far, I have worked around 1.5 years for them. For Educosys, I have been 1.5 years. And in this 1.5 year, I have received other offers as well, which are way above what I'm currently compensated. Let's say I won't give you the exact number, but let's say I have been offered around 50%, 40% more than what I'm currently given. The two things I always asked myself, is the higher salary the only thing that I'm aiming for? And second thing, will I regret this decision or not? So if I am getting this, let's say when I think about the first point, that I took that higher salary, that 40%, 50% pay increase, one thing that I'm losing is I'm losing the capability to do work from home. So I need to work from office. So let's say compensating for the living expense and everything, let's say instead of 50%, I'm raising it to 25% or 30%, because obviously if you are staying outside your home, commuting and everything, you have an expense. So let's say instead of saying 50% salary increase, I'm saying net I have 25 to 30% increase, let's say. Still, for that 30% increase in salary, am I willing to let go of the rest of the two facts that I already have, that I am the behavior that I am receiving, the treatment that I am receiving, that is really well, they value me for my work, and also I have the growth opportunity. Personally, I don't think that I am motivated to do that, because there is no brand loyalty, but there is a personal loyalty, right? Like, if somebody is treating you correctly, if somebody is making sure that what you are asking for you are given, then I feel like you also have the responsibility, or at least as a human being, you need to have the courtesy to reply them with the same thing. So also, don't get the wrong idea that I'm gonna stay with Educosys forever if they break one of these rules. Like, if suddenly it happened that I am not treated properly, or like the growth opportunity becomes zero, I'm doing the same thing again and again, obviously I'll talk with Didi and Bhaiya and I'll tell them that Didi, I don't think this is working for me, so please let me know if there is some change that we can make, or otherwise I need to move forward. That's perfectly fine. But until that happens, I really feel that since they have treated me properly, I don't really should move ahead just because I'm getting highly compensated. And that is the mental model that I wanted to convey to all of my audience, that in your life, don't always think about just the higher salary or just the better benefits, because there are a lot of things that comes with the higher salary, with the benefits, that you also need to think about. There is a very good saying, the energy that you will radiate is the energy that you will receive. So if I am a sort of engineer who is ready to switch careers when I'm offered 50%, 40% more salary, then it simply shows that I'm not willing to pay the respect, or I'm not willing to pay back the treatment that I have received. I'm just going for the salary. So eventually what will happen, give you a brutal honest thought, if that company suffered a huge financial blow, the first one who will get cut off is you, right? I'm not saying like, okay, I am a philosopher, I'm not saying I'm an astronomer and everything, that I'm saying that this thing will happen, but I'm just saying this is the mental model that you will receive. Right now, if it happened that something happened financially in Educosys, Didi and Bhaiya will still try to keep me around and will still try to encourage me to actually be more productive, so that we can get back to the business and get back in profit. But if you are always going for the higher salary, and then you eventually land in a company where you are getting a higher salary but they don't treat you properly, or you are just another one in 1,000 employee, then that simply means whenever there is a blowback to the company, the first one who will get affected is you. So that's the mental model that I have in my career. People might agree with me, might not agree with me, totally fine. So yes, that's what I wanted to convey, and I hope that this might trigger some sort of thinking in you as well, and you will also maybe think about how you want to reshape your career. Thanks.